Today we're going to show you how to hang a farm gate and how simple it is and the tools that we use to do so. Here we go. First, you want to make sure that your gate comes with, and if it does not come with, you pick them up as well as 2 J-bolts to go ahead and hang that gate. Lag style 5/8 J-bolts. We're going to go ahead and mark where we want our bottom hinge at. I'm just gonna put a mark right down there, and we're gonna put a mark right there. We want it pretty close to the ground, but we also don't want it super high as well. We also want to be able to make it function. So if there was some terrain issues on the other side of the gate that we're gonna hinder on the gate as it opened and not be able to let the gate open, we'd want to hang the gate just a little bit higher, or else we'll need to get our shovel out at the end and then take that hump out of the ground. Obviously, since we are using a 2x4 grid panel, you're going to want to keep your gap pretty minimal, because maybe chances are, maybe you're using this in your yard and you are trying to contain little dogs. Now that we have our marks, what we're going to do is we're going to take our level and we're going to find center of the post, and we're going to put the crosshair on the very bottom mark. We're going to put a mark at the very top of the level. Put the level on that top mark, transferring the straight line to that top mark so we can set both J-bolts. So now we're going to use a 1/2 inch drill bit since our lag size is 5/8. You don't want to use the same size drill bit as the lag, or else your lags are going to be loose and you're not going to be able to hang your gate. So we're going to go with 1/2, or you can go just a hair under. Now, something that's pretty cool is we made this little tool, and it's going to screw that J-bolt in for us. If you don't have something like that, what you can use is take a crescent wrench with that hole in the back, or an end wrench, just to twist that J-bolt in. Now we're going to drill out our top one. The reason I did not drill out both holes at the same time, I can drill this hole and make sure it's straight with my other hole by looking down on top of that drill bit. We're going to take our 9/16 socket on our 3/8 on our socket adapter. Just loosen that so that slides up and down. And then hang that gate. Before we make everything nice and tight and do all that, we want to make sure that the gate's hanging level. We want to back a couple turns out of that J-bolt just a little bit. So there's 2 turns out of the top J-bolt. I think we're going to go for 3. And then we're going to go for 4 turns on the bottom. Deciding on what J-bolt you're going to loosen and what J-bolt you're going to tighten is based upon when you put your level on the very top of your gate. If your gate has to come up, you're either going to take your top J-bolt in or your bottom J-bolt out. You're going to do the exact opposite for if the gate needs to go down. So we need to take one more turn out of that top hinge. Our gate is pointed upwards just a little bit. We want to bring it level, so we're going to bring that top hinge out 1 rotation this way. And we're dead level. So now we're good, and we can go ahead and tighten our top bracket. Our bottom bracket is welded in place. If your gate's hanging just a little bit out of level, if you check your vertical hinge point, you can rotate your top just a little bit to be able to get that gate to hinge truly level. One thing we got to talk about here. I'm sure you're used to seeing the J-bolts both going up. So this one's going up, and the top one, I probably should have done that one going up too. You're wrong. You want to have the J-bolts facing each other so that way, if somebody wanted to come up, you know, they can't just lift the gate off the J-bolts. Yeah, you don't want to have both your J-bolts facing up, because then anybody can just lift the gate off and come into your property or whatever have you. Put them like that, so that way nobody can lift that gate off. When choosing how high to hang your gate on your hinge post, you want to pick your highest point that you want your gate to clear, such as this point, how we're just barely clearing it. That was our highest point. So this gate can open all the way this direction, and it can open all the way this direction. Just remember which way you want your gate to open, because it may not be ideal for your situation for your gate to open both directions. So let's say that you don't have a wood post that you're gonna hinge your gate off of. Let's say you have a pipe post. This is a 2 7/8 post hinge. You can use it on chain link, you can use it on a chain link post if you were gonna hinge this gate or a gate similar to this on a chain link post. You have one more option if you had to. If you were going to attach to let's say that you were going to attach to a barn, or let's say that you were going to hinge on a flat surfaced square post, you could use flat back hinges. What you're going to use there is you're going to use some lag screws and attach these and hinge your gate off of these. Don't forget, bottom goes up, top needs to go down, so that way nobody can lift that gate off of your hinges. There is no adjustment with these or these. There is adjustment with the lag screw type. If you want to check out our favorite latch that we would use on a gate such as something like this or a farm gate, check out the link. Dan with SWI, and you have a good dang day.